Good morning, everyone. This is Tony Butler. I'm one of the life sales directors here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services. And I have with me today Sean Crawford, who is one of our graphic designers. And we're going to be talking about our IAMS Creative Services Department and everything that they offer. So we'll get right we'll get started right away. Couple of things before we get into the meat and potatoes of today's webinar. I want to let you guys know some of the things that we do offer our advisors here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services. So we do offer our new producers builders, which is an incentive for business that you do submit. We offer some perks, if you will, depending on the business that is submitted. We have 5 different levels, as you see here: 100,000, 250,000, 500, 750, and 1 million. And based on what you do produce, there are additional perks that can help your business, whether it be a 1,500 piece mailer, a 3,000 piece mailer. We do retirement boss radio, some seminar uh, assistance, well as a Ritz-Carlton package. So there's a myriad of different things that we offer here. So if you have any questions in regards to our new producers builders, please do not hesitate to give your sales director a call. Be more than happy to discuss this with you in greater detail. We also have our IAMS Business Builder, which is kind of a referral, if you will, for advisors. So if you know of an agent and you refer that agent to IAMS, that agent gets appointed with any of the carriers that we work with. We do offer a $50 one-time referral bonus for the referring agent. Any subsequent business that is submitted by that agent, you get spiffs as well on that business that they submit. So if you have any questions regarding our IAMS Business Builder, again, give us a call. Be more than happy to go over this with you in greater detail. We offer back office support for you as well. We like to say we want you to work smarter, not harder. So some of the things that is offered for our advisors is paperless contracting. We do offer case design assistance. We do have forms available at your fingertips, and we help with life and annuity quotes. With that being said, our IAMS website is a 24/7 website. We have excellent sales tools that's available for you. For those of you agents that are life producing agents, we do have a term quota that's available. Whether you do term quotes or guaranteed universal life, you can do that from our website. We also offer electronic applications. A lot of the carriers now are receiving a majority of their applications via electronic apps. Because of COVID and agents not being able to get in front of clients, strongly do suggest that you utilize this. We do have a couple of platforms available for you as far as electronic applications go, one of which is our iGo eApp solution, which you can find on our website. The other is Firelight. You can register for Firelight through our website. And the Firelight platform offers electronic applications for the carriers that you see to the left here. We do have some additional carriers that we're adding to Firelight. If you haven't gotten registered to our Firelight site, please give us a call. Be more than happy to walk you through that. So we also have our creative marketing solutions available for you. What we want to do is to be able to help you pivot your business, whether it's going to be turnkey, agency, or digital solutions. So if you need assistance as far as professionally written material, whether it be handouts or flyers, newsletters, you're looking for a logo design, which we'll talk a little bit about here, or redesigning your logo, business cards or brochures, personal website assistance. If you're looking to get into the digital marketing space, we can assist with that. And again, we'll be talking a little bit more about that here in a moment. We also offer our retirement analyzer. That is free to qualifying agents. What the retirement analyzer can do for you, the advisor, is answer questions for your clients, such as, can I continue my present standard of living into my retirement years? How can it change my situation during turbulent economic times. Excuse me, thought I had to sneeze there. Or how would it affect my family if I were to die prematurely? The retirement analyzer is available again for agents at a price for qualifying agents. We do offer that free of charge. If you have questions on how you can obtain the retirement analyzer, please give us a call. I'll be more than happy to discuss that with you. We also have our IAMS Wealth Management team, which is headed up by Charles Jr. The wealth management team is there for our advisors that have those higher net worth clients. They can definitely help you increase your revenue, improve client retention, and strengthen the relationships with your clients. So if you do have those higher net worth clients that you're looking to have other conversations, seeing other avenues for them, please give our wealth management team a call. They'd be more than happy to walk you through what they can offer for you. And with that, Sean, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
All right, Sean, I am going to switch you to be the presenter.
All right. Let me get situated here.
All right, there you go.
And all right. Let me get on the right screen here real quick. Tony, is that screen blown up for you?
Yep, I've got the IAMS Creative Services experience.
All right, perfect. We can go ahead and get started then. First of all, I just wanted to say thank you for everyone that's joining us today. Hopefully this will kind of jumpstart your week, being it's a Monday and a new week for everybody. So I appreciate you all for being here. You all keep me very busy and you keep my paychecks coming. So I definitely appreciate that. Today during the webinar, I just want to go over our creative services and the creative department. I feel like the creative department is kind of the hidden gem of IAMS. You know, not a lot of producers are aware of our creative services. And really, no matter where you're at in your business, whether your business is booming or whether you're new to insurance agency marketing services as a whole, I honestly think anyone can benefit from these services. So hopefully you learn a little something today. If at any time you would like to contact me and ask me questions over what I covered today, or if you want to get started on your creative services, feel free to contact me at any time. Again, my name is Sean Crawford, and my email is Sean, SEAN, at IAMSinc.com. So first, I want to introduce you to the creative team. Let me pop up this window real quick. And a little bit about me too. So I've been with insurance agency marketing services for almost 3 years now. That's me right here. And recently, about 3 months ago, I moved to St. Louis. So I'm actually not in the office. I work remote, which is great because you can contact me now anytime, after business hours, whatever, I'll be able to respond to you pretty quickly. A part of our team is Jacob Tedlock. He's our digital communications director. Russell Johnson, he's the newest addition right here. He's one of our graphic designers. He has been a great addition to the team. And then we have Ryan, who's our multimedia specialist. He does a lot of video editing. He also does some email designs for us. And then we have Chance Dibben right here. He is our creative solutions strategist. So he does a lot with our Facebook marketing, social media. He's also our content writer as well. So if you ever submit any content over to us, Chance is the one that will make it pretty and make it sound professional. And as you can see, our creative department lacks hair, but we make up for it with creativity. So don't worry about that. Jacob has a full head of hair. We're also envious of him, but that's okay. So we'll go back to our slides here. So I try to make this process as easy as possible because I understand, especially when you're starting out a new business, it can be a little complicated and a lot of people don't know where to start as in terms of branding their business and sort of getting it off the ground. So I wanted to make it as streamlined and easy as possible. So I've broken this down into 3 easy steps that we will take on for you to get this started. So step number 1 would be a logo design. Again, this can be beneficial for anyone. So if you're just starting your business, that is the perfect time to establish a logo. If you know your business is booming and you haven't had a chance to have a logo designed, then there's no time like the present. So as you can see on the right there, few examples of some logos that we've created. So Robbins Family Insurance, Dvorak Wealth Management, Enting Financial, that's actually one of my personal favorites, and then Romero Retirement Strategies. So to get started on our logo design, again, to make it super easy for you, we've actually created a logo design questionnaire. So, and then that's on the next slide too, so we'll cover that a little bit more in depth. So once you return that questionnaire to us, it's about a 1-week turnaround time to see results from your logo. We'll give you 3 examples, and then you can receive up to 2 to 3 rounds of edits on those logo designs. So say for instance, this with Enting Financial, if this were green for some reason, or we did a different font, you can look at that and say, well, I really like the blue in this logo, and I really like the font in this logo example. So can you combine those? And that counts as one round of edits. So again, you get 2 to 3 of those. We kind of minimize the amount of edits because honestly, it never really takes over 2 to 3 rounds of edits. Due to the logo design questionnaire, it's pretty easy to pinpoint what you're looking for and come up with something creative based off of that. So again, just another way we've streamlined the process. There won't be any need for, a conference call to go over your logo. Typically, logos can take months to even years to create. Ours, we'll turn it around in a week. And as soon as you're happy, we'll close out the process. And once it is finalized, we'll send you all of those files. That includes files such as JPEGs, PNGs, which have a clear background. A little bit more about the PNG files. A lot of people are confused about that. So what that is it, like I said, it has a transparent background. So that allows us as graphic designers to place those images over, any type of color so that you'll be able to see through it and it'll be able to look the way it should be, basically. So again, once your logo is finalized, we'll send you all of those files for you to keep. We also will have a folder for you through IAMS that will store all of your marketing in. So if for some reason you lose those files, or a printer is calling you asking for a vector file, just let us know and we can get you that in just a few minutes. We keep everything extremely organized. So anything that we create for you, including your logo, from here on out, we will actually keep on our files. So it's always good to keep it yourself, just to stay organized and be on top of everything. But rest assured, we will have your back and we will have those files for you. And like I said, here is the logo design questionnaire. So this asks specific questions such as, are there any colors you would like to include, any symbols or imagery? And then it goes a little bit more in depth and asks about your brand and what you would like your brand to say, basically. So, you can choose more of a traditional brand, something a little bit more modern. We like to include, if you want it friendly or a little bit more serious. And I mean, thinking about that, it's like, okay, well, what can you really get from the word friendly? Well, us as designers, that kind of opens up a whole new world for us. You know, when I think of something that's friendly, I think of, you know, colorful, kind of whimsical, whether, you know, on the opposite of that, if you wanted something a little bit more serious, I think, you know, a little bit more streamlined, a little bit more traditional, you know, something a little more serious. So that questionnaire really helps us sort of digest what you're looking for and then produce that for you. And this logo design questionnaire, if you do want to get started, Tony can actually send that over to you after the webinar. Just let us know. There is a little chat box here. So just let us know that you're interested and we'll get you all of that, all of those materials for you. Moving on here, I think it's always important to tell producers why they should have, you know, this or that. So when it comes to a logo, you may be asking yourself, okay, you know, why do I need a logo? Is it really that important? And I know I'm a graphic designer, so I'm a little biased, but logos are extremely important. And honestly, having a logo will make your branded marketing materials like streamlined, and it'll really help us as designers to keep everything consistent. That way, when someone looks at a marketing piece, they can immediately tie that to your brand and tie that to you. So here on the left, you know, logos obviously will grab someone's attention. It makes a very strong first impression, and it's the foundation for your brand identity. It also can be memorable. It separates you from the competition, especially if they don't have a logo, because it just makes you look more established and fosters brand loyalty. And the most important is your audience expects it. A lot of times people, if they're new to your services, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to go straight to Google and see if you have a logo and have a website. And if you don't, that could potentially be hurting business and even turn some business away. So again, step one, the logo design. This is exactly where I would start, especially if you're a new producer with insurance agency marketing services. Step two is our business cards. We also cover under step two any type of stationery. So this can include, you know, letterhead, envelopes, if you wanted custom mouse pads, you know, really anything that you can think of, we can create that for you. We've actually more recently have had requests for signage. So whether it be outdoor signage that's lit up or just internal signage that's visually appealing to people, you know, that could be in a waiting room or anything like that, we can do that for you. So, and obviously to get started with that, we would need your logo to brand everything, keep everything consistent, use the same brand colors and fonts, just to really tailor it to you and your business. So for the business cards, it's going to be the same process as the logo design. So it's going to be a 1 week turnaround time. We'll send you again 3 examples of different business cards for you. If you have edits, you can get 2 to 3 rounds of edits on those. Just let us know. Be as detailed as possible with those edits, just to make it easier for us on the design side. And it's also very important to remember your content for your business cards. You have to keep in mind that a traditional business card is 3.5 by 2 inches. So a lot of people want to cram everything on their business card, and that's fine, but you really need to keep your audience in mind. So if you have an older clientele, cramming a bunch of information on a business card is just going to make that font smaller and smaller and smaller, meaning it's going to be extremely hard to read if, you know, you're an older person with, you know, your vision's going out, or just in general. You know, I'm 31 and I can hardly see 8-point font, so that's just something to keep in mind there. The kind of standard font size is 12-point font. The lowest you should ever go, in my opinion, is 9-point font. which is pretty tiny. So again, with the business card, I like to always say less is more. Of course, we're going to include the most important details, such as your contact information, your website if you have one, and your logo. But if you have a tagline, we can definitely add that as well. If you need a disclosure, we'll include that. But everything else really it can be unnecessary. So you just want something quick and easy. They can look at it, contact you, know what you're about, and that's pretty easy to do in just a few areas. So with that, why should you have a business card? Well, believe it or not, I know we're in 2021, but individuals still expect you to have business cards. It's just the super easy way to contact you. Hopefully they'll take that business card and then immediately just put that information in their phone. That's the ideal way, but honestly, about 88% of business cards get tossed. The number one reason why they get tossed is because you're giving that business card to someone. It sits in their wallet or purse. They realize, I'm not using this service and I don't really see myself using this service anytime soon. And then they just pitch it right in the trash. The good thing about our industry being in finances is that you're most likely always going to need our assistance. You're always going to be contributing to your funds, or whatever the case may be, you're always going to need us. So hopefully that means you're always going to need that business card. A little fun fact here, the world's most expensive business card on the right there is $1,500 per card. I came across that and I just thought it was something to share. A little bit outrageous. I mean, this card has 30 carats worth of diamonds. It's made of Swiss metal. Like, that's pretty extreme, but if you want it as a producer, we can make that happen. So I don't know if you want to spend $1,500 on a single card, but if that's you, we can get that started for you. And again, my last bullet there, less is more. So keep that in mind as you're requesting information on your business card. Step 3. So this is, to me, the most exciting part of this whole process is our website design. And I like to put this at the end, so step 3, because once we have established your logo and your business card, everything else will just flow and just happen naturally, really. Because from your logo, we'll be able to come up with a custom color palette, a custom font palette, and we'll be able to replicate that on your website. So for the website, and let me tell you right now, as a graphic designer that also does freelance, these prices are so insanely cheap. So to get started, it's $100 theme licensing fee. We use WordPress for all of our websites. WordPress is, the gold standard of website design. It's not a Wix site or anything like that. So it's a professionally built from the bottom up site. And then for the charges outside of that $100 licensing fee, it's going to be $50 a month. That $50 includes backups, site updates, and scheduled maintenance. We use a lot of apps and plugins on these websites, and they're constantly being updated. So us as graphic designers and web developers will go in the back end of your website and just do those updates automatically for you. So really, there's going to be no reason for you to even have to fiddle with your website. You just leave that to us. It's included in that $50 a month. So really, there's no hassle. Another thing to mention is that our website design, there's no contract. So if you want to start your website, leave it up for 6 months to a year, see what happens. You can take it down. I'm not liking this. I'm not seeing results, which is not, if you have a website, you're gonna see results. So that usually never happens. But if some reason, you want to pause your website or anything like that, feel free to do that. We'll stop charging you. And then when you're ready to put it back up again, then we'll start charging. I would definitely recommend not doing that because you know, your potential clients, again, are going to keep referencing your website. They're going to Google you, especially if you're handing out a business card that has your website on there. You want to make it available for them. And that $50 a month, that is so insanely cheap. I would say the starting rate for the type of website that we design, if you were to go somewhere else, I mean, at minimum, it's going to be at least $1,500, I would say. So, you know, the $100 a month, or excuse me, the $100 licensing fee and then the $50 a month, you're not going to find any better, especially at the quality that IAMS delivers with these websites. So moving on from that, your new website is going to obviously include your logo. We're going to make everything mesh with that logo. So we'll do the same color scheme, same fonts. Everything's going to look super consistent and it's going to look so nice. And I actually have some examples on the next slide here that I can't wait to show you guys. Included on your website, if you want to, this is completely optional. You can include staff photos or even a photo of yourself. We strongly urge producers to write a short little bio. And again, we can send that over to Chance to pretty up for you as far as the content goes. And a picture. I always like to include a picture because I, as a, you know, as a future customer of yours or future client of yours is what I meant to say. I want to know who you are. I want to know what you look like and I want to know what you're about. You know, I always love that little personal touch. And if it's on your website, then you don't have to worry about it. So to get started on the website, what we'll need from you is your login credentials and your URL. So what I mean by URL is that's going to be what they type in to find your website. So just like IAMSinc.com, that is our URL. We purchase all of our URLs through GoDaddy, and that's actually something that you will be doing yourself, but we're always here to help you, but it's extremely easy. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to GoDaddy, and then you're going to type in your business name or the URL that you're looking for, and then they're going to come back with matches to what's available. A lot of times, if you type in something very specific, that's a SeanGraphicDesign.com, more popular and more gosh, how do I even say this? More like regular, I guess, names like that are probably going to be taken. So a lot of times they'll come back and say, you know, SeanGraphicDesign.org or .net as an example that could be for purchase. I would probably stay away from that. I would just always do a .com. And, you know, with the things that come back, you can always get creative too and just see what's available. So, you know, it may come back as Sean G Design or whatever is available. And if you do find something that you like, I would go ahead and purchase that immediately because there's other people out there that may have your same business name and they're going to go in, buy that URL before you can get a hold of it, and then it's gone. Especially if your heart is stuck on something. And I've been in that situation before and I'm like, oh, this URL is going to be great for my website. I go back even 4 hours later and it's gone. So just act fast and make sure you can, you know, lock that URL in. As far as the pricing for the URL, it's extremely affordable. Most of the time through GoDaddy, it's like under $10 for the whole entire year. So, you know, just extremely worth it and definitely affordable. And again, if you need help, even deciding what to call your business or what your URL should be, I, as well as the rest of my team, are always here to help you with that. And if you need us to do a little walkthrough with GoDaddy, we can certainly do that with you. So here is the most exciting slide in my slideshow. This is our website design, a few examples for you. So again, the website, $100 theme licensing fee. It's a one-time fee. You don't have to worry about it after that. And then $50 a month. So all of our websites start out with a custom template, but we can always go ahead and customize those for you. we have a very new modern template that we just updated actually. When Jacob and I first started, we kind of overhauled everything. We wanted to come up with fresh designs, including web design for all of our agents. So, we just kind of took over and did, rebranded everything and redesigned everything. And that includes our website design. And it's just, a lot more user friendly, way more modern. And so, I guess a little less talk, and let me show you a preview. So this is Gft Wealth Strategies. So this is more of our traditional template. There has been some customization in here, but for the most part, it stays pretty true to the template that we use. So again, we came up with this logo for Gft Wealth Strategies. And as you can see, the website looks extremely consistent with the design. We're using the same colors, same fonts, really nice imagery to help tie everything in. So the front page of your website, how we like to design it and showcase it, you're going to have a nice scrolling banner up front that, can show if you have an event, or if you have something very important that's coming up, or a service that you really want people to check out, we can pop it in that banner there. So that's the first thing that they see. Really, your most important content should be in that area, I would say. So here we have some little click-throughs in this middle part here. So you can do the About Us page, which is really nice. Amy Moran, love her. She's so fun and so nice to work with. And and that's another thing too with our agents and our producers, you can truly tell the individuals that take the time to fill out these forms, give us nice bios, nice pictures, really take the time to sit down and give us what we're needing. So, thanks to Amy, this site turned out really nice. She even has a little doodly video here that we created. These videos were pretty popular a couple of years ago. You get the gist there. We created that, and see right here, it's branded for her. So if that's something that interests you, we can do that for you as well. Here's a little bit, our mission, which is always nice. It shows the process, what they do, and then we've got you covered. The services page. And I love this too. This is really attention grabbing. So we can tailor this little slide right here with the carriers that you work with. I love this because these are reputable carriers. So having that shown to your audience, is really going to make an impact on them and let them know that they're in safe hands. There's some resources here. There's a contact page. And again, so this contact page, we can do fillable forms online, which is really nice because all they have to do is go in here, fill out this information, hit send, and then in real time, you'll get emailed all of their information that they put on this form, how to contact them, etc. So that way you can connect with them as soon as possible, as soon as you're available, answer any questions, and then hopefully lead to a interaction with them. So here is, excuse me. Let me go back here real quick. So here are more of our custom designs. So we'll start off with Annuity Client Solutions. Again, so what we did with these is we took them with our basic platform, our standard platform, and then we built off of that. So here, as you can see, we have some little flip cards here. That was a custom design. And then some little banners. How can we help you? They can get a quote or contact us. Some little sliders here. I love this little animation with the people. And then I think these pages are pretty much the same. But again, if you're wanting something more, a little outside the box, a little more customized, just let us know and we can get that going for you. If you have any ideas or if you have, other sites in mind for reference, we'll gladly take those and try to match them. Or, you can say, hey, Sean, I really like the templated version of the website, but I want something a little different. So use your creativity. We can go off of that as well. This is really nice. I love these personal touches with the family, the wife out to dinner. I love that. It's just super personal. It makes you relate to them. And again, this client really took the time to put in some effort on these websites, send us great pictures, and you can really tell that they took the time to add those special touches. And then this is probably one of my favorite sites right here, very custom with the imagery and everything. This banner, I just love it with the flowing in text. It's so nice. Like Russell did a really great job on this. And then still kind of the same layout here, but a little bit more modern. And then you can, we can include downloads here, find your way to retirement. Boom, there's a retirement calendar. That's outdated, but we'll go ahead and update that for him. Really anything you can offer your clients, we can put on your website, including, YouTube videos, that Doodly video that I mentioned before. You can host, webinars so that you can have a calendar on here letting your clients know when a webinar is happening. Really anything that you can think of, we can make happen. Now, some of that may require additional fees, but of course, we'll let you know before we implement those on your website. If you have any, special requests for imagery, let us know as well. Otherwise, we're just going to use our kind of creative reference, I guess you would say. So, if you want something extremely family oriented, let us know. If your clients are mostly seniors, then we can replicate that just like this banner here. Older couples, maybe on retirement, really whatever your audience is, let us know and we can tailor those images for you. All right, back to my slideshow here. And those were actually all created by Russell Johnson. He is the newest member of our creative department. Super talented. I am so happy that he came on board with us. So most likely for the website designs, you'll either be working with Russell or myself. So either way, you're in great hands. I like to kind of pick through what Russell does and kind of use him as a reference and as a starting off point. So he's a great designer. So whichever route you go, you'll be in great hands with us. So this is actually not a step. This is just kind of miscellaneous. And again, this applies to any type of business, whether you're booming or whether you're just starting. We also do customized marketing materials. So this on the left here is actually a card that I designed, and this was pre-COVID. So this was to promote his seminars that he was having in his town. And this actually, it's kind of hard to tell, but this folds in half. And then this is on the inside panel here. So, and then you can see, there's his logo, everything's branded, everything's in the same color scheme. He has an older audience, so we went with a nice older couple. Yeah, just to really depict what his brand is, who his audience is, and just keep everything streamlined and consistent. So on top of these mailers, we can also do invitations. I've actually done a couple open house invitations or client appreciation events. I think that is fantastic. Might be a little hard to do right now with COVID. We can always get creative with that though. I mean, you could always do a Zoom event or a Zoom cocktail hour. And if you need something to market that, then one of these marketing materials would be a great resource for you. We can also do brochures. We actually have some pre-templated out brochures that we can customize for your brand. Again, kind of like your website, it'll show your contact information, what you specialize in, just things like that, or whatever you want it to be. If you just want a brochure talking about one of your services, let us know and we can do that. We can create the content for you. Just really anything that you're thinking of. Presentations, we do those as well, such as like PowerPoint presentations for Zoom calls or webinars, anything like that. We can design those. We've actually designed some pretty amazing PowerPoint presentations for our producers in the past, and we can surely do that for you as well. We can do agent-related prints, sort of like a flyer or a promotional piece, I guess you would say, postcards, things like that. And something to really bring home here is that if you have a unique idea in mind and you think it's sort of out of the box, or well, I'm not sure if IAMS offers this, or I'm not sure how we would go about this, just let us know. Most of the time we can bring that idea to life. And plus, we love it when clients come to us with ideas that are outside the box. It really can help you stand out, can help you be unique, really modern, really, 2021 on top of your game. So we'll work with you and we can make that happen for you. So to go with the other slides here, why should I have marketing materials? So obviously, marketing materials will help the consistency through your brand. And then another fun little note here is that at IAMS, we actually have a lot of sort of pre-created materials, such as brochures, flyers, things like that, that we can brand for you. So whatever we're talking about, if you find a piece that we even email out to you, such as that tax facts document, and you say, oh, that's really nice, I would like to have that for my company, just forward that to us and say, I want this branded for me. We'll slap your logo on there, change a few colors, put your contact information, send it back, and then that piece is yours. And you can use that as you wish. We can put it on your website, you can email it out to clients, or you can also have that printed, whichever you prefer. So now, how to get started with design requests. What you do, it's extremely easy. All you have to do is call that 800 number right here, 800-255-5055, and just ask your marketer or tell your marketer, I'm ready to get started with the creative services. They'll send you some forms, such as our pricing guide, which is on the next page here, and I'll go over that. And they'll take care of the whole process, let us know what you're looking for, and then the creative department will be in touch with you to let you know how the process is going, when you can expect your designs, etc. So our pricing guide, let's say you wanted a logo design. So that is going to be the $249 right here. We say 2-week turnaround time. That's mostly to cover us because we are extremely busy in the creative department, especially with only being like 5 people. We'll most likely get it to you sooner. So there's a little bit more in detail of all the services that we have and the pricing and the turnaround time there. Again, if you see something that you want that's not listed on here, just let us know. We'll provide a price for you and provide a turnaround time, and if approved, we can go from there. So with that, there are 2 ways to pay for your creative services. The first one is going to be a la carte. So you would just pay that price listed on that sheet, sort of out of pocket for any of those materials, such as the website, logo, business card, really anything. But in my, I like to say this, my my choice of how to pay for these would be using IAMS marketing dollars. So we give you credit as your business rolls in through IAMS. So, and we can always check that too before we get started. A lot of times, once I receive those forms from you, I'll go ahead and contact our accounting department and say, hey, Tony's ready for a logo. What's his marketing dollars balance? I always like to let you know your balance so that you don't have to come out of pocket for these materials. If you have money in that account, why not use it? So with that, the marketing dollars program that does not cover our website charges or our licensing fee, which is, I mean, that's fine because they're so low anyway. I mean, they're extremely affordable, so I hope that's not a problem. We also do not cover any sort of printing. So with printing, such as your business cards, we suggest that you go to vistaprint.com. We use that almost on a daily basis. They're extremely affordable. They are high quality prints. So if we ever design like a business card or a brochure from you, we'll always direct you to Business Print or to Vistaprint, excuse me. But, you know, with COVID and, you know, that whole effect on the economy, you can always find a local printer too. That'll help with, you know, the shipping time. It'll be local, so you're giving, you know, local business some income there, and it will also help you establish that relationship moving forward. And it's always nice to, you know, knowing who you're working with, knowing who you're working for. They'll have you on a first name basis, and, you know, eventually you'll get to the point where you'll just, hey, I need this printed, my normal amount, send it to me, thanks. And just because of that relationship that you've established. So that was kind of short and sweet, but that's really all I have for you today. Again, you know, thank you for joining us. I hope you can take something out of this. And I just want to, again, strongly urge you get a jump start on these creative services and really take care of your business and start establishing your foundation with a logo and a website. The website design is probably the most important. We don't necessarily have to have a logo for the website, although I would strongly urge you get one. But you know, whatever you're looking for, wherever you're trying to go with your business, we are more than happy to help you, and we look forward to helping you grow your business, grow your income, grow, you know, your relationships with your clients, and make you look as professional as possible. There's my contact email at the bottom, or you can email my team as a whole at creative@iamsinc.com, or you can even let Tony or your marketer know that you'd like to get started on these services. Again, thank you so much for joining me today. And Tony, that's about all I got.
Okay, Sean, thank you so much. Don't go anywhere.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to switch this back to me. Okay. So I have a few polling questions that I wanted to get out to everyone here real quick. The first polling question that we have here is, if you'd like more information on what we discussed today, please go ahead and respond to that. We'll make sure to get some additional information out to you on that. I'll leave this up. Looks like, Sean, everybody wants to get more info, so I'm gonna leave this
good.
up
I
for
was
a little
about to
bit.
say, everyone click yes.
All right, I'll leave this up for a few more seconds before I shut it down here. Okay, so for those of you that wanted additional information, make sure to get that out to you today. So I'll close that down. Now next, want to point out, if you have any questions at all, I'll leave this open for a few questions, but after our call, you're more than welcome to either reach out to me. As you see, my email address is here, tony@iamsinc.com. Other two gentlemen that are life sales directors, it's Justin Ford. His email address is justin@iamsinc.com, and Jess Riley at jess@iamsinc.com. And we have our 800 number here. To couple with what Sean talked about today as far as what our creative department offers, we also, when I say we being the sales directors, can do what's called a marketing analysis for you. We're having a lot of conversations with agents now, whether they're just starting out or they've been in the business for an extended period and they're looking to kind of pivot their business because the market has changed. With COVID, it has made some things a little bit more challenging as far as getting out in front of clients. So what we can do with the marketing analysis, we can take a methodical look at your business in regards to what you've done in the past, what you would like to do. Takes about 30 minutes for us to kind of have that conversation with you. And then we'll be able to provide information as to here's some of the things that we can offer. Because at the end of the day, we want to partner with our advisors to help grow your business. So if you would like for us to do a marketing analysis for you, I do have a polling question for you as well. If you can respond to that, we can set up a time to go over that with you and let you know what we can do to help you grow your business. So I'll leave
Everyone
that
should
polling.
yes on that one too.
Thank you, Sean. Appreciate that. So we're getting quite a few people that would be interested in that. So we'll definitely get back in touch with you on time and date to schedule that. So let me go ahead and close that out. We also have our IAMS Top Producers Summit that is going to happen in 2022. As you see in the lower right-hand corner, the qualification periods are from 12/1 of 2020 to June 30th of 2022, and that's going to be a cruise getaway. For more information on that, as you see, these are some of the places that we'll be going. If you want additional details on that, we do have a polling question on that. We'll definitely get some more information out to you on that.
Are we going, Tony?
I'm hoping so, Sean. I'm hoping so. But this is definitely is a huge deal. As you see, some of the places that we'll be traveling to. So I'll make sure to get information out to everyone on that. Sean, I'm going to check real quick to see if we have any questions before we go.
While you do that, I do want to also mention that this video or this webinar will be on our YouTube channel. So if you ever want to go back and reference this, if you want to find contacts, or if you want to share it with, another producer, feel free to do that. Our YouTube channel is just youtube.com/IAMS Inc.
It's funny that you said that because just had a question wanting to know if they can get a recording of this webinar. So there you go. I will be following up with everybody that's attended and I'll get the additional information that you requested out along with the link to the webinar. And for this and other content, please follow and like us on Facebook and LinkedIn. As you see here, here's a link to our Facebook page as well as the link to our LinkedIn page. As always, any questions at all, feel free to give us a call at 800-255-5055, or you can email us here at Life Department, whether it's myself, Jess, or Justin. With that, Sean, do you have anything additional you'd like to add?
Yeah, like I mentioned, so I'm working remote from St. Louis, but if you do want to get a hold of me, you can still call that contact number, the 800-255-5055, and they'll be able to transfer the call to me. So I'm still available for you. Just, let them know you'd like to speak to me. And to sort of close me out here, again, I just want to thank everyone. Thank you, Tony, for having me today. It's always a pleasure to work with you. And thanks everyone so much, and I hope you have a wonderful week.
I concur, everybody. Thank you for attending today's webinar. Hope everybody has a safe and productive week, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.